side to the side.
Back.
Yeah. Mm. Oh. Oh wait. Well,
Is it
yeah,
me?
it looks alright, yeah.
Is it me? I'm not in right. There you go. That's better.
Yeah. Yeah. Where do you want to start?
I don't know. What about you? Have you got something in mind?
Oh, I've always got something in mind, mate. My mind's full of summits. Summit and notes. Yesterday.
What a day.
What a day. I nearly gave up because what I did was I put the directions to the
The postcode. You
Rove. I put the postcode for Rove Caravans in Gunthorpe into my sat nav on my phone, and I looked and it were going down M1. So I put, when we went to the car, I put it in the sat nav, thinking
It'd take you down M1.
we're going to take us down the same road. So instead of using my phone, I was using the sat nav in the car. But when we were going down the M1 in Leeds, it told us to go onto the M62. And I was thinking, oh, why is it doing that? I knew it wasn't that Worksop was on the way. So I thought maybe it's going to take us off through Worksop. But no, it didn't. And eventually it brought us off on the A1 as well. As soon as I realised what it had done, it was too late. Because I knew the A1 was...
We'd been down
Because
it.
we went to Doncaster, didn't we, last week, to look at a van. And A1 were just gridlocked.
It's a nightmare.
So, well, we'd no sooner got on A1 than we were...
Hit the jam.
Just hit it, it were there. I mean,
Half an hour we sat there.
I sat there half an hour. So I come off at the first opportunity I could. Of course, I had no idea where I were going to go. So I headed towards Barnsley. Hit another traffic jam. So I said to Pat, I've had enough of this. And not only that, I were busting for a pee. I stopped at a garage.
They didn't have a
Didn't
toilet.
have a toilet. And we'd taken a pee bottle with us. And
You had to sit in car.
I had
and
to
fill
sit
into
there
the
in garage and pee bottle.
We were a bit out of way. We weren't in anybody's line. As long as they weren't videoing us on camera.
So we carried. So when I hit this jam, I said to Pat, I've had enough. By that time we set off at 11:15, didn't we?
Yeah, about.
And by that time, it was an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Were it?
Well,
Half 12,
it
quarter
took
to one.
us 3.5 hours altogether to do
It did. But we'd
1
been,
hour 50-minute journey.
we'd been out over an hour and we were still,
Stuck in
well, Pontefract.
Pontefract, yeah.
We're still round Pontefract area.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. So I were going to give it up. So I turned car round when we hit this jam. I turned it round and went back. And when I got to Pontefract, I realised we were heading back to M62, which took us back to M1. So
We carried on.
we carried on. Well, I mean, on the M1 we hit another jam.
There just seemed to be traffic everywhere.
And
Lines
coming
of it.
up the other way, there's 3 lanes full of cars coming the other way. I mean, I've never seen it like
So
this.
busy and full.
I mean, I don't know is that regular?
By this time he's needing another pee.
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, we stopped. We had to stop at a pub, and to get a pee. And I said to Pat, "Well, I don't want a drink," and I said, "I want another pee." By that time, we were still 57 minutes away from where we were going. So we bought 2 bottles. I bought a bottle of ginger beer and a bottle of Coke and some water or something.
It was...
and a packet of crisps, 2 packets of crisps. That cost £10.
Yeah.
To take with us.
Because we got screw caps. So
so we could just have a sip.
Sip and then put it...
I didn't drink because I was just afraid.
Mine were elderflower, it wasn't
Right.
Coke.
Anyway, we got there. We got there.
Another pee.
Another pee when we got there. Yeah, straight away.
Oh dear.
And it wasn't no good.
No.
I found damp ingress in it. I don't know. When we left that place where Rove, on us way, when we were going there, we noticed another place. So on the way back, we called in there.
They were a nice chap.
Yeah, they're all nice.
They're all nice.
They're all nice.
They all seem nice.
Yeah, well, they are.
I mean, that Rove, it were well set out.
Yeah, well.
It were just really, and there were loads of people there working on vans.
Yeah.
And it were very good.
It was.
The only thing is that they don't do the van until you say you want it. So it was still in a bit of a grubby state for me.
So I know what you'll say, why they do that. I know why they do
why.
it. But
just don't help us.
When we restored pianos, we wouldn't have any pianos for people to look at that hadn't been completely done. We would work on a piano, completely do what we needed doing to it, and then put it in the showroom.
Yeah.
We take that on. It's our responsibility. We take that on. We go and pick a piano up, we buy it, pick it up, do all the work on it, and then put a price on it, and you come and look at it. No excuses. If it ain't right, when somebody comes, there's no excuses. We haven't done our job right, and that's the end of it. That's the way I approach everything. That piano needed to be in perfect working order when people come to play on it.
And looking good.
And looking good, playing good. That don't seem to be the philosophy nowadays, does it?
No.
I
suppose it's a lot of outlay.
It is.
For people.
But that's... You take that on. I just don't get it. It's a different era.
Yeah.
A different attitude, a different approach. And I'm not comfortable with it at all. You know, the second place we went, all I'm hearing him say is, "Oh, the step's broke, but I'll fix that. This has got to be done, and the scratches on that bonnet have got to be done." And I'm hearing all these things, and to me it's a turn off. It just turns me off.
Yeah.
That's just the way I am.
But it wasn't his camper.
It's our generation.
Yeah. It wasn't his camper. It belonged to someone who'd give it to him to sell. And he had to go back to them to ask if he could do these things to sell it better. And they said yes. So we were going to send it to someone he knew that did it.
Well, if I was going to put my van up for sale,
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't have done it. I couldn't have put my van up for sale because there were too many things that I knew weren't right about it. And you either
Fix them.
fix them and put it up for sale, or you get rid of it to a dealer or something, and then it's up to them to fix it,
Right.
to put it up for sale.
Right.
That's the way I look at it.
So it's really put us off going and looking at them. It's because it's a bit soul destroying, isn't it, when you're looking at them?
Yeah,
They're not quite right.
and highly impractical. Let's imagine, as good a company as they are, let's imagine that we had a fault and I had to take it back.
Oh, window cleaner.
Window cleaner. He's going to want some brass.
He's going to want some brass. I better have
Just a minute, folks.
I better have I was coming, I put my shoes on this morning.
Ah,
Just to know you were coming, I put my shoes on.
just we've been and sorted window cleaner out. Where were we?
I can't remember
We
now.
can't remember where we were now. Anyway, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna stop looking.
Yeah,
It's driving us nuts, isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
So I don't know what we shall be doing. I've had communication from insurance people that they've received our application for more money. We've anyway. They've said that, like everybody else, they're busy and things are taking time, but they haven't forgotten about us and they are dealing with it. And we've still got the car to help ease the situation. So yeah, we're just waiting now for them to, if they increase, whether they'll increase their amount, which I think they probably will. We've proved conclusively ourselves
That's the word.
that the budget, the money
It's not
that
enough.
is just not enough to get a decent van.
No, it's not.
So there you go.
There you go.
We're gonna. I want to thank. Now it's a username rather than a person's name. Someone has bought my book and my book of drawings
Oh, yeah.
yesterday. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoy the book, and I hope you let me know what you think about my book of drawings. Because
I like that book of drawings.
yeah,
it's,
see what you think.
A good. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was reminded, I mean, it's in the book, the story, when I was at Bovington in England, doing my tank driver training. I'm trying to remember, when I first went out to Germany, I were in what they call MT, which is military transport, just driving lorries, and I used to actually drive a Champ. And then when they brought out the Centurion Ark, they asked for volunteers to man it, and I was one of the blokes that manned the first one that came out. There were three of us. At that time I was the wireless operator. And so it would have been, I went out to Germany in, I joined the army in September 65. I think I went out to Germany in January 66. And I met Pat in October 1966. So I reckon it would have been somewhere in 1967 that I came to Bovington, and it was I think it was a 6-week course to do driver training so that I would become a driver, because they got more acts. We finished up with 4 of them. Well, now we're out there.
So instead of being a wireless op, you would have been a driver.
A driver.
Truck driver.
I was a driver, and then I went back to Bovey, and I did my class 2, which were mechanics. So more tuned to me doing the mechanics side of it. And when I completed my class 2, I became a commander, a tank commander. But while I was at Bovey on both occasions, there was a bus every Friday, there was a bus used to leave Bovington at tea time, and it used to get into Leeds about 2 o'clock in the morning. I used to get on that bus every Friday night. This is when we were courting, and I used to walk from Leeds town centre to Pat's house. Used to get there about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And we used to have Saturday and
Sunday. You used to go back Sunday tea time, didn't you?
I used to get back to Bovey at early hours of morning.
Monday morning.
Yeah, and then have a few hours kip before having to go to work. And I did that every weekend for the whole of the 6 weeks.
He only applied for these courses so he could come to Bovington for these periods of time.
Yeah, it was, very nice, but I didn't.
No.
I mean, it was just the army that organised my life. My life was at the mercy of them.
Right.
But I took full advantage. Yeah.
I bet it took all week to recover from weekend, being up all the time.
Yeah.
You used to go to sleep on bus though, because you could rely on it just going where you wanted it to go.
Oh, yeah.
You don't stop. A long journey, wasn't it?
It was a long journey. Yeah, it was.
From Bovey to Leeds.
I had to think how long it would take now.
Oh, dear.
Well, they won't do it now, will they? I can't imagine them doing stuff like that.
No.
So, there we are, folks.
Got your pretty purple shirt on again this morning, haven't you? It's nice. It's got some nice shirts. It's got little...
Oh, well, I like
them, them things that go on, you know, when you're writing on a...
Oh, yeah, asterisk.
That's the word.
Yeah.
You were going to walk up to Farsley to get some Ernie filled, weren't you?
Ernie's out of food. I need to go up to Farsley. I think it's just a shower.
Yeah, it might be.
It started raining again.
Yeah. Those rains went when the cleaner comes.
It's true, it does. Yeah. Okay, folks.
That it?
That's it.
Yep.
Can't think of what else. So, see you tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah. Should do. Alethea's gone out.
Well, Leafy's gone to Trafford Centre.
Yeah.
With her dad.
And a brother.
And a brother.
And his girlfriend.
And his
well,
brother's,
fiancée.
brother's fiancée, yeah. Mm.
Yeah, so
Well,
they should have a nice time out there.
I would imagine that's a nightmare on a Saturday.
Oh well.
Bye.
Bye.